Welcome back. You're watching Morning Live now. Both some of the finest music makers from France, Union, Mozambique, USA, Mali, Ghana, New Zealand, Australia, Canada, and South Africa. Of course, that's the second annual Zakifo Musik Festival, which kicked off in Durban yesterday. Some of the artists on the lineup include the brothers Moves On, tribute Birdie Mboweni, Driemanskap, Tresor, Specks, the Rudementals, Estere and King Fisha. To tell us more about the festival, we're joined from our Durban studios by director Gabriella Peppas. Gabriella, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us here on Morning Live. Let's talk about this festival that has really become an item to watch out for on our itinerary. Just talk about the evolution very quickly of the festival.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm very excited to be here. This is our second year that we're doing the Zakifo Musik Festival. And we're really proud of sort of what we have achieved thus far, just from a musical sort of lineup perspective, the collaborations that take place. But really, this festival is really about bringing all the different sounds that sort of exist out there and bringing them to Durban and allowing the Durban and South African public to engage in them, but also the collaborations that come beyond that. So there's so many different levels of things that take place within Zakifo, and it's a really exciting time for us right now.
Initially, when the festival was conceptualized, what was it addressing that was missing in the market?
Well, for us, it was very important to sort of have a very diverse lineup where it's not just focused on sort of headline acts, but really showcasing up-and-coming acts, both in the local context, but also the international, as well as sort of some of the bigger names, and creating platforms for these artists to, one, showcase, but also creating something for the audience to engage and to being able to give the audience sort of this perspective of the world and bringing sort of the sounds together, and also bringing different types of people from the audience together and allowing them to share something amazing in one space. And sort of the social cohesion aspect is very important to us. And I think in the time and age that we're sort of currently living in, we really wanted to make sure that, you know, we have something that sort of can try and unite people together. And that's also why we're very happy that we're in the month of Africa Month, because some of our amazing acts that we have from throughout Africa, and of course also South Africa, sort of I think showcase that and sort of the unity that we have amongst one another.
I'm glad that you picked up on Africa Month, because that's actually where I was leading to. I think big part of, there are so many festivals these days, but I think the fact that you've brought in those influences from around the continent really changes the nature and even maybe a little bit the demographic of the kind of people that's interested in this festival that's maybe very different from a homegrown festival.
Yes, definitely. I mean, for us it was also a thing of there's such amazing talent within South Africa, within the African continent, and for us it's just being able to showcase that and also being proud to say, hey, we are African, we are all here united, and let's use music to unite one another. And the amazing collaborations that have already taken place, just last night, if you looked at the audience, it was just this beautiful thing of watching people sway and move and, sort of just enjoying something and the relationships that are formed. And I really feel what better way to do that is through music, because it's something that we all have that rhythm inside of us.
Describe this festival for some of our viewers for the first time today that will be hearing about this festival. It's not only about music, it's other elements too. There's a cultural village, there's food, there's craft, there's vendors.
Yes, so we really tried to create an entire experience around it, and from how we sort of program our lineup to the other activities that are taking place. So within our cultural village, we have some amazing Indian dancers, we have Zulu dancers, we have a Malayan group that is from Reunion Island, as well as Capoeira group. So really sort of showcasing beyond just maybe the musical element, the various other sort of forms of culture that we're bringing in. We have some amazing stall stallholders, some vendors that are selling local craft, handmade here, and some of the amazing food that you can get in Durban, but also beyond, and sort of some of the African cuisines are being showcased. And then it's also about we've done some development workshops, free workshops about getting young people in and learning from the artists and learning sort of how they can start, being part of this sort of amazing industry.
Very quickly, give me ticket prices, very quickly.
Well, today we have, this is sort of our last day, and then we have our closing night. It's closing day tomorrow at the Rainbow. It's 250 Rand if you come to the door today. We start at 1:30. And we finish at midnight, and we have an array of acts. All the information can be found on our website, which is zakifo.com. And then tomorrow we have an amazing event as well taking place, a closing event the Rainbow.
We're going to leave it there. Gabriella Peppas, she's the director of the Zakifo Musik Festival, which features one of the most eclectic multi-genre music lineups to ever gather at a festival. Go and check it out. It's in Durban. We'll take an ad break. Don't go away.